life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life, because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, in sport, musical perfection comes from collaboration. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life, because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life, because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life, because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life, because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In sport, the best teams play as one. They act together towards a shared objective to build trust and win. And this is also true in life because we are unbeatable when working together. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
Sometimes, musical perfection comes from collaboration. A collection of talented individuals can create something beautiful. And this is also true in life, because when we work together, the result can be exceptional. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
To everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jimmy Chakacha. I work for the International Finance Corporation as an SME banking analyst, and I'm going to be your moderator for today. The International Finance Corporation understands the challenges businesses are going through, especially of COVID-19. To this, IFC has partnered with Fidelity Bank Ghana to build SME clients. And today we will be covering a topic on accessing finance crisis. To this end, I would like you to take a seat, enjoy the session, and I hope that at the end of the we will leave the Howard. To this end, I'd like to invite and introduce a line at Fidelity. Welcome.
Thank you, Jimmy, and thank you to the entire IFC team out there in Kenya. We are very grateful for the continuous support that you give us to make this thing a reality for our customers in Ghana. Thank you so much. Now we wish to thank our clients for making time to making time to join us today for the second session of our 4-part webinar series. For the benefit of those joining us for the first time, this is a collaboration between ourselves and International Finance Corporation as part of our thought leadership program to boost the capacity of our SME clients, especially during this pandemic period. Knowing what to do and when to do it is the key to be ahead of the competition. If there's anything COVID has taught us, it's how agile we need to be as a business to quickly adapt to new trends in an environment or in the market to enable us to survive today and also position for the future. In Fidelity, we believe in sharing best practices and also collaborating with you, our clients, to plan the future together. We need to be there when we sow the seed, when it grows and matures, and when we harvest. Hence, the organization of such webinars to share basic knowledge of how we will survive together. At our last webinar, there were 5 cardinal points we took home with. 1. Start with the end in mind. Protect our people. Cash being king as versus profitability. Keep up with the change and also invest in the long term. If I can paraphrase our chairman and founder, Mr. Edredifa, we will not play a wait and see tactics. We will take advantage of the opportunities and face the challenges head on as a business. And we can only achieve this when we are ready. The question is, are we ready? How can we be ready when we can only be ready when we know what to do now? I think on this note, I will invite our master trainer, who is also a consultant with the IFC, with a strong passion in developing SMEs across Africa, who holds the key to our topic today. Please help me welcome Margaret Jackson. Margaret, over to you.
Thank you very much, Linus. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As Linus said, my name is Margaret Jackson, and I'm a master trainer on the IFC program. I'm also a certified instructional designer, a certified assessor for the Learning and Performance Institute based in the UK and IFC. I'm also a certified online facilitator. So I believe this morning you are in good hands. I mean, as Linus said, I'm passionate about working with SMEs because I run an SME myself. I'm the managing partner of a consultancy firm based in East Legon, Accra, known as Rainbow Consult. Now, shall we then go into the real McCoy, the reason why we are here this morning, and is about accessing finance during crisis. So this is what we'll be doing in the next about 45 minutes before I stop to ask for questions, answers, and clarifications that you may have. So please join me on this beautiful journey on how to access finance during crisis. Welcome and thank you. Thank you all for joining us online at this very busy. I know it's busy for you because you have to think, you have to plan, you have to do so many things and nerve-wracking time. Whilst you were waiting, I asked Jimmy to ask you to write in the chat box the businesses that you run and an expectation that you have for this webinar. Jimmy, do I have any so far, please?
So far, we have one. Cyrus Asamoah Boateng says he's from Rainbow Consult. Thank you, Margaret.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you so much. So then shall we move on? And I believe that the participants will write, they'll keep on writing. You see, we are offering you this webinar because we know you are concerned about how to keep your business running during these very difficult times. We are in an abnormal, if I can say that, time. Nobody envisaged this. Like you, Fidelity Bank wants to make sure that your business stays profitable as we all work together to get through this crisis. We are in unprecedented times in our global economy with COVID-19 pandemic. It's not affecting only Ghana, it is worldwide. We are facing, it's a time of radical uncertainty. And in addition to keeping yourself and your family healthy, we are all thinking, how do I keep my family members healthy? How do I keep healthy? You are also concerned about your business and your financial livelihood. As I said, I'm an SME like yourself. I wake up sometimes around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and I'm thinking about my business. How do I pay my staff? How do I make sure I keep my clients? How am I going to survive? How am I going? I don't even want to survive. I'm ambitious. I want to thrive even in this pandemic. So these are things that are on my mind. And I know as SME owners, these are things that are on your minds as well. You see, this webinar, and to do so, borrowing money may become part of your strategy. You see, if you are thinking, maybe you are planning, and you're thinking, do I need to borrow money? You may want to borrow money. This webinar gives you tips to prepare yourself for and educate yourself on the financing options during this pandemic. And as Linus mentioned, we have a series of webinars. So as time goes on, we'll be going through the rest. So let's envisage for a minute about additional access to finance and what it could do for your business. That's what we are going to do. How are we going to do this? You see, the objective of this activity, we are going to have an activity, is to envision your business's use of additional financing. How do I want you to go about this? Please trust me. I always say trust me. And if you have trusted me before, nothing bad happened to you. So kindly close your eyes and envision your business with access to financing during this crisis. And what I want you to do is, if you had, and envision yourself, so if you had the additional finance, what would change tangibly or intangibly for your business? Please, let's do this for 10 seconds. Then we'll start writing in the chat box. So you can start writing in the chat box. If you had that access to finance, that additional finance, what could change for your business? It could be tangible, it could be intangible. So please start writing in the chat box. And Jimmy, please start reading out as soon as they come in. Thank you.
Sure, thank you, Margaret. Not yet at the moment. Maybe I can take you back to your initial question to understand who is in the room. We have Philip Richer, sitting up for the CEO at EcoStar Services Limited. We have GNT, who is a business and financial consultant. Thank you so much. And lastly, we have someone, Frederick Souvenirs, Exelium Consult, that's Nana Yo. Thank you so much. Then we have Abdul Rashid S. Mohammed is in the Mass Premier Farms. Thank you so much, guys, and welcome to the session. Back to you, Margaret.
Okay, so I'd like to continue. Thank you very much, Jimmy. You see, perhaps that exercise expanded your view of what your business could be doing during and after this crisis. You know, this webinar helps you understand the funding options for your business during this crisis. So what we're doing is that we want to enlighten you, open your eyes to the kind of options that are available to you. You see, often an infusion of funds is the jumpstart a company needs to boost profits. That's all you need to boost your profits. Let's look at what our time together covers. I'm sure you are wondering, what will our time together cover? Now let's look at it. You see, let's look at our webinar topics. We said we will discuss introduction. We had about 5 minutes of introduction, and I am still asking you, as you join, please introduce yourself and the sort of business that you own. Then borrowing basics is the first topic that I will treat. We will move on to the pandemic's effect on lending and conclude beautifully. What should you be able to do after this webinar? You should be able to describe what lenders consider when deciding on whether to give a loan. So lenders have considerations, and we'll be looking at this. Then finally, we will also list ways. You should be able to list ways the pandemic has affected borrowing, including new financing options. So it is not all bad. We have new financing options that you should be able to describe a list when you leave here. What's in it for me? I'm sure you are wondering. I'm going to spend about 1 hour with IFC and Fidelity Bank and listen to Margaret Jackson. What's in it for me? Yes. What's in it for you? This webinar helps you adjust for the current crisis and plan for the future. It also helps you to take advantage of borrowing solutions to adapt and build your business. It's about building our businesses. It's about the bottom line. I always say, we wake up early, we do all this, and we want to make sure that it affects our bottom line positively. And we are also here because this webinar will help you view the crisis as an opportunity. And I always quote Barbara Corcoran, and people say, why do you quote an American? Because she's made it. I mean, she's proven that from nothing, she became a millionaire from nothing. She's a self-made millionaire. And she says that, you see, I want to quote her. I always want to quote her. She says, it's a chance for you to breathe in and put together a plan for the next year of your business. So take it as a time for planning. And let's listen to what else she says. She has faith that when this crisis ends, savvy businesses may be, listen to her, and I'm going to quote her again, and check the word. She says savvy businesses may be what? Now let's go on. She says, perfectly positioned to come back stronger than ever. So we are taking you through this. Fidelity Bank cares about you and is taking you through this because the bank wants to make sure that after the dust settles, you will come back stronger than ever. If we were in church, I would say after me, stronger than ever. But this is business, so please note it down. Tell yourself that I'm going to plan and come back and position ourselves and come back stronger than ever. And the link to her article will be given to you again after this webinar. Ground rules. You see, every kingdom has rules. The fact that we are online doesn't mean we do not have rules. Now let's look at our online rules. Please participate. Write in the chat box. You can still write while I'm teaching. If anything pops up, if you want to contribute, please write. Jimmy will read it when I pause, because I'll be having pauses and I'll be asking Jimmy what you have written. Let the conversation flow. Let's respect each other. If someone writes something in the chat box and you don't agree with them, please write yours as well. And because we all have different perceptions, you see, we were trained differently, we come from different regions, so please, let's respect each other. And your mics have been muted, please. There are so many of us, normally in webinars, there are so many of us, and we can't open the mic for everybody. So please, the mics have already been muted. If you want to say something, please send it through chat. Thank you very much. Shall we move on then? Let's move on to the real McCoy, borrowing basics. You know, later in this webinar, we'll be going to discuss what specific things have changed in borrowing from our banks, given the current crisis. You know, things have changed. I'm sure even in your business, things have changed. But now let's spend some time considering some borrowing basics. We can't take it for granted that we all know the basics. You may say, oh, why is she going through the basics? I've been in business for some time. Yes, some of us have been in business for a long time. Others are also now coming up. So now let's look at this. Let's have an activity. What's the activity? Why might a business need to borrow now? I'm sure some of you are wondering, why might a business want to borrow now? The objective of this activity is to determine reasons for borrowing during a pandemic. How are we going to do this? Please think about reasons you or other business owners might have for borrowing during a pandemic. Maybe it's not you, but why do you think others will borrow during a pandemic? Please type your reasons in the chat box. Jimmy, could we give ourselves about some 20 to 30 seconds to start writing in the chat box? So please start reading them as the contributions come in.
Yeah, thank you, Margaret. So there were some that had come. Let me take 3 of them on the users of financing. Cyrus says that would mean sustainability for my business. It says, okay, this is Stephen Crystal Pawn Shop. Thank you. There's another one says I could increase production rate. Thank you, Margaret.
Okay. So should I move on?
There's one that just had come in. There's one that just come in. This is, yeah, Seth says, I am Seth Yeboah. I am the CEO. I would rent a car. Yeah.
Okay. So should I move on, or has another one come in, please?
Please move on. I will read as they come in. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. Yes, businesses may need funding for many different reasons. You know, even the few that came in, you realize that businesses need funding for different reasons. Being able to describe your specific reason, please note this. If you have a paper and pen by your side as you listen to me, or if you can type this, you see, or note it somewhere, I'm giving you a reason why we went through this activity. Businesses may need funding for many different reasons. Being able to describe, please note this, being able to describe your specific reason and discuss it with your relationship manager greatly facilitates the loan process. So if you need a loan and you want to discuss it with your relationship manager, you see, being able to describe your specific reason, the reason why you need that loan, and discussing it with your relationship manager greatly facilitates the process. So you must have a tangible reason. You must know why you want that loan. Let's see if the next slide has any additional reasons that maybe you did not cover, because I prepared reasons before I came in for this webinar. So maybe it is to increase inventory to meet demand. It may also be to increase production to meet demand, or meet cash flow gap due to increased demand or deferred account receivables. It could also be because, and I love this, because you want to retool or retrain to meet new demand. I always mention Casa Preco because they were leaders. As soon as this pandemic hit, hey, and they said the restaurants and the bars and the discos could not open, and it meant that we were not going to drink much. Casa Preco retooled fast. Before we could say Jack, they were producing rubbing alcohol. I said, yes, whoever is behind that company is thinking fast. I also came across an SME, a lady. She's a hairstylist in Nigeria, Kemi Lewis. I came across her on Instagram. She had quickly retooled. People were not doing their hair. People were not going to style their hair because they were afraid the hairdressers would breathe on them. She had quickly retooled. She was now producing hair products. She was making hair products. And she was teaching people how to wash your hair using the products. So how your typical wash day looks like, how different types of hair, the different types of comb that you can. I said, this lady is staying relevant. So please, you may need to borrow, to retool or retrain to meet the new demand. Their new demand. You see, business is not as business as usual, but if you look carefully, the glass is half full, not half empty. You may even want to do that. Look for funding to prepare for growth. Shall we then move on? So now let's look at the funding options. I know that some of you have been through this, but I still want to remind you and to remind those who are new to this. You see, so the funding options, it could be your own funds, and there's no cost to it. And the risk of the loss is to you. Maybe I've lost my money. I went in, but I've lost it. And the advantage to using your own funds is that it's easy, it's cheap, it's for you. Normally we say, oh, friends and family, it's also, sometimes even if they'll give you a rate, it will be a good rate, the cost, a good rate. And the terms can be flexible when you have it. I mean, years back, I borrowed some money from my sister. It took me forever. Whenever I had money and I wanted to return it, then something else cropped up in my business. Finally, when I tried to give her back the money, she even said, it's okay, you are my junior sister, hold on to it, you know. And so it can be flexible, the advantages is of best value, but it can create friction, the disadvantage. If you are unfortunate and you go for money from a friend or a family member who really, really wants the money back and is a litigant, there may be friction. You may even go to the family meeting and you you want to contribute, and the person will give you and say, "Share, look at him. You want to talk when you owe me." And I heard something this week that made me so sad. 2 days ago, can you imagine? I was listening to the news, and there was a 23-year-old gentleman, a final year student of KNUST, who had murdered his friend. What was the reason? His friend owed him 1,500, and the friend was not paying. So he lured the friend into the bush and killed him. So even though it can be flexible, even though the advantages is that it is best value, it can create friction. And once in a while, I mean, it is not often, it may not just create friction, it may cause something that so you've got to be very careful of the friend or the family member that you're going for the money from. As for suppliers, we all know that most of the time, the cost, even if it's not free, it is minimal. And it's normally you buy from them and they will give you max a 30-day credit term. Is inexpensive. But what I like about it, the advantage is that they don't ask for collateral, you know, and it's short term. The disadvantage is that it's short term. And it's only restricted to what they have to supply. If they don't have it, they can't give it to you on credit. So the sad thing is with suppliers, it is only limited to what they have to supply. Now let's look at the banks. In Ghana, a bank like Fidelity Bank will do about 19% per annum or more, but Fidelity, you know, and the terms 1 to 5 years. And the funding, you see, advantage, let's look at this. It comes with expert advice. Look at the Fidelity Bank. We are here now. Maybe you don't even bank with Fidelity, but look at this webinar. It's an example to show that they always want businesses to thrive. When you thrive, the bank also thrives. So there's always expert advice that comes with borrowing from the bank. Some people say this is a disadvantage. They say that when you go for money from the bank will say that, well, let's all receipts come to us, and payments, let all payments from the business come to a joint account. Let's do stock taking every month. But I think that it is discipline for us in the long run. Why do you run a business and not do stock taking? So do we need the bank to tell us to do that? So I think that some of the things that they even sometimes say, people say is that there's a disadvantage with the bank. It's also something that teaches us as SMEs on how to run our businesses in a professional manner. I will always go with a bank. Now let's look at the financiers. Sometimes they will give you a rate, maybe 21%, and you think it's good. Ask them whether it is the APR. Because some of them have admin charges built into it, commitment fees, compulsory savings, and then you realize that in the long run, it is more than 42%. Ask them if they also are compounding the interest. If they are compounding, then it means every month, you know, the interest goes on, then it keeps on. And that's when people say that, as for, I went in for money from the financiers, and it's as if I never end paying. It never ends. It never stops. You see, with them, it is easy to get it immediately. Sometimes they even say 24 days, but please, 24 days. How long within 24 hours, within 24 hours, you get the loan, but how long will it take you to repay? And are they taking more out all your profits? Sometimes they take about 42% of the profits and leave you with 58%. And with the 58%, you will have to pay your rent, you will have to pay utility, you have to pay your staff, you have to pay everything. Then you realize that I'm working for someone. So it's expensive and can cause you to fall into a bad debt cycle. So these are the things that I want you to consider. And please, if you are borrowing to pay a debt, don't borrow. You put yourself into a bad debt cycle. Someone approached me about a month ago and said, can you help me? I know you work with the financial institutions. I need a loan. I said, what for? He said, oh, I owe this financial institution. They are harassing me. So I said, please, I can't help you on that score. I had to sit the person down and say, why do you want to put yourself into a bad debt cycle. So please think about it. I've given you reasons why you should borrow. If those are not the reasons you are going to borrow, then please, please, please think again. Now, let's look at this. Normally, in general, banks loan money through one or two main categories of lending packages, loans and lines of credit. With each category, there might have several different varieties. For example, a bank might offer a loan product that is specially designed for commercial purchases. That's, for example, commercial mortgage. It might offer a different product specially designed for the needs of small businesses. Both are loans, but the terms and conditions are different to meet specific needs. You see, loans are better if you need the money all at once. So if you need the money all at once to do something, then please go in for a loan. If you have an ongoing need, such as to help you cover temporary cash shortages, then loans are not the option. Lines of credit are better. Why? Because you do not have to apply to take out new money each time you need money. You see, you apply once. With lines of credit, you apply once. You take just what you need when you need it, and then repay the smaller amounts. Please note this. Because the bank knows it has a steady source of income for a long time in the form of interest payments, it usually offers better interest rates on loans than it does on lines of credit. You pay a slightly higher rate for the convenience of just-in-time financing. You know, as you start to think about borrowing money, the type of loan is just one consideration. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what other considerations we can brainstorm. So, as usual, you know I love my activities. So this is what I want us to do now. What should I consider when borrowing? What's the objective? The objective is to brainstorm considerations for borrowing during the pandemic. How are we going to run this? In the chat box, list what you should consider when borrowing, including anything that is additional due to the pandemic. Let me give you an example of things to consider. Sometimes you may have to consider your health and the health of your employees to continue operations. Hey, are we healthy? Has it hit our company, our little SME? So are we healthy enough to continue? So can we go for a loan? If we go for a loan, if we are healthy, then it means we can work and repay the loan. Those are some of the considerations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat box, list what you should consider when borrowing. Let's do this for about 30 seconds, Jimmy, and then you tell me as the answers start coming.
Thank you so much, Margaret. As you take a glass, please allow me to read three very different questions of reasons for borrowing. Okay. There was one, Philip Richter. Philip says, people will borrow in this era because of low incomes and difficulties in honoring monthly obligations, for example, salary. Thank you, Philip. Then there's one from GNT Consultants. This is a financial and business consultant, if I remember very well. He says, as a agribusiness, I am looking for funding for my clients, mostly in poultry value chain. The pandemic affected poultry production worldwide. Ghana must position itself to produce 300 million MAT of poultry for local consumption. Thank you so much. One last one from Paul Hanson says, I'd like to sustain my current business with a capital injection to buy more raw materials and increase production. Allow me to take one from Facebook here. There's one. Okay, actually, this is a comment. Someone in Facebook is acknowledging. Edmond says, I am here and following every presentation. Awesome technical production. Thank you so much. And lastly, from my side, and thank you so much, guys, for sending comments on the chat.
Thank you. Can I move on?
Please go ahead.
So have we got anything for possible why what should I consider when borrowing?
Not yet at the moment. Okay, there's 1, 2. All right. Cyrus says the length of the project. He still goes on and says interest rate also is something to consider. Yes, please proceed, and I will take it up as we go along. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you all very much. You know, you may be thinking of continued ability to get supplies to continue your business. So because maybe if you borrow, now importation, things are not coming into the country because, you know, it's a worldwide issue. So if you go in for money from the bank and you can't get your supplies, think about it. What are you going to do with the money? So those are things that we have to think about during this pandemic. Now let's look at the next slide for the typical borrowing situations. So I want us to look at the typical borrowing situations. So what borrowers should consider? When you're going to borrow, you should be considering this, the interest rates. You know, I've spoken about it already, the APR. So you ask, are there hidden costs? Are there hidden costs? That is very important. You should be asking, are there hidden costs? The bank charges. Is this being charged separately? You've got to know. Some lenders may charge a certain fixed amount for processing the loan. This may be charged separately, and you've got to find out. And you've also got to consider the loan repayment period. It may vary for different sources of funding, so you've got to find out. Then, almighty collateral. And you know that if you are not able to pay, the banks you will forfeit what you have given to the bank. And most of the time, the collateral, the price may even be more expensive than the money you are going for. And last but not the least, I think if you are borrowing, you must be considering the grace period. And this refers to the time period between when you get the loan and when you must start repaying it. These are all considerations. So if you are in farming, the grace period can be very important, and for most businesses. So maybe I'm going for the money to help me buy the seeds, the inputs, and when I plant maize, it will take 3 months before I sell. So what does the grace period look like? I mean, it can't be before I start getting income. So these are things that you've got to consider when you are going for money. Then let's look at the 5 C's. If you're going to borrow money from a bank, then you must also consider this, your character. It includes your credit history and your reputation in your community. Your credit history is very important. Why? Because it's an indication of whether you are likely to keep your word and have the inclination to repay your debts. So please make sure that you are not known as someone who is the yentia type, meaning, and some people say, Okafu Didi, well, it will follow you. Forgive me if you don't understand. It means that even if you owe, you must eat. Well, go on eating, but it will affect you in the future. And let's think about collateral. The bank wants to know what items of value, you know, I mentioned collateral early on. The bank will want to know what items of value you have and are willing to offer as a guarantee of repaying the loan. And if you do not repay the loan, the bank can take the collateral from you as repayment. So please think carefully when you are going for a loan. And think about, and if you don't have a collateral, because the bank is also in there for business. I mean, the bank is not a Father Christmas. The bank does not want to give you money and lose it. No, we are all in business. We are in business to help each other. And the value of the pledged collateral must equal or exceed, I've already mentioned this, the value of the loan. So at this period, you can identify and suggest which of your assets to use as collateral. However, you know, please note this. The bank determines what it will accept in the long run. Please note this. I want you to note this. Avoid pledging as collateral assets that make your money that make your money business. If the banks take your collateral, you need to be able to run your business. So don't give them something that you use to run your business. If they take it away, how will you run the business to repay the loan? Now let's look at capacity to pay. The bank considers how much other debt you currently hold, and the bank will compare that to your likely income. You see, banks are not wicked. The bank wants, Fidelity Bank would want to make sure that your monthly or seasonal income is enough for you to pay back all your debts and have money on which to live on. So sometimes when you go to see your relationship manager at Fidelity Bank, and the relationship manager is quizzing you and wants to make sure you have the capacity to pay, they also want to make sure that you have money that will help you live. They want you to live. They want your business to succeed so that they will also be in business. Now let's look at capital. And this refers to how much equity you have. You know, the more you have invested in the business, the more confidence the bank has that you are committed to the business and to doing the right thing with the loan money that you have taken. You see, it is said that your heart is where your treasure lies. So please, they would want to know, if you have a lot in something, you want to make sure it succeeds. Who will pump a lot of money into a business and will want a business to fail? Hey, me, I want my business to succeed. And I'm judging you all because you are also SMEs, that you also want your businesses to succeed. Now let's look at conditions. Conditions refers to the condition of the economy or industry sector and how well your business will be able to handle the downturn in the economy. You know, now we are in COVID-19 era, we are in a pandemic. You know, there are some businesses that will need to retool. So if you go to a bank and you say you are in the airline industry, I'm sure the bank will look at you and say, why aren't you talking about retooling for the time being? You see, some businesses and some sectors are not doing well, so it will depend. So please talk to your relationship managers. So these are conditions for the pandemic era. They will look at your sector. In short, lenders want to know that their money will be used well. More importantly, they want to make sure that they can make money off the deal too. They want to make sure, so they want to make sure that they will get paid with interest. And they determine this by looking at your financial history, at the health of your business, currently, and at your plans for the future. That's how come we always say when we talk to SMEs, my dear SMEs, my colleagues, that's why we say you must have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then it means you don't know where you want to get to. How will someone help you get there? So the banks will always look at your financial spend, your history, and your plans for the future. If you don't have a business plan as I speak to you, please start thinking about it. There's also another webinar that will talk about your business plan for this time. So please, when it comes to financial questions, bankers use some fancier terms. Now let's look. They like terms, so it's not their fault. So they go to school to learn those terms. They will talk about business profitability. And it's all about the business's ability to generate suitable profits. And they know that if you can generate the profit, then it means you can repay your loans. You remember in the first webinar, we spoke about the difference between profit and profitability. You can make profit today, but make a loss tomorrow. When the banks are looking at your history, they are looking at sustained profits, and that's profitability. They will also look at solvency. It is your ability to meet payment obligations. This addresses the degree to which assets exceed liabilities. You know, this indicates whether you as a business, you can meet your regular expenses and still manage the cost of your expansion. So please, when they talk about solvency, now you know. They will also look at your ability to have cash available for use at all times to pay for emergencies. That is your liquidity. They want to make sure that they are supplementing your money supply, not being the only source of money for your business. Years back, my big brother's friend visited him and told my brother he was going to buy a car and needed my brother's help. So my brother said, how much is the car? I've forgotten. I'm sure he said about 10,000 Ghana. Then he said, how much do you need for me? He said 8,000. My brother said, my friend, get out of my house. Then I'm buying the car. Why don't I buy the car and give it to you to work for me? So you see, it is the same. The banks want to make sure that they are, if they realize they are the only source, the chances of repayment are much lower than if you have some readily available cash. So now let's look at the difference between solvency and liquidity. It is time. You see, solvency considers the ability to meet financial obligations over the long term. Liquidity is the ability to meet short-term financial obligations. So that is it. And then they will also look at your repayment history. Paying all loans on time is very important because your credit history follows you no matter where you go. I'm telling you, if you default, that is, if you fail to repay a loan, please don't think that I failed to repay here in one bank. Other banks will also be less inclined. The other banks, they will also be less inclined to give you money at favorable rates the next time you ask. So your rates may be something else. So please, please don't default. Avoid defaulting at all costs. It makes it much more difficult to borrow again. Please don't default, don't default, don't default. These are all things that we consider at our bank, or Fidelity Bank will consider. But these are special times, and special times require what? Special measures. Let's look at how lending at Fidelity has changed during the crisis. So now we are going to look at the pandemic's effect on lending. You know, there is probably not a business sector, tell me, I'm sure, if I asked you, that has not been touched. And banking and borrowing is not an exception. We have all been touched. Every sector has been touched. Every nation has been touched. It has changed the way Fidelity Bank does business. Let's look at what has specifically changed with the lending processes and which may be of great help to you. I thought you were going to say yay, because I said it may be of great help to you. So now let's look at this. Wow. Fidelity Bank's continuous support to SMEs during the pandemic. Oh, SMEs, let's sit tight. Let's listen to what Fidelity Bank has for us. There has been interest rate reduction on facilities for sectors heavily impacted, and waiver of fees on digital platforms. Wow. Please note this, please note, because I'm waiting for my selection. I'm sure you are also waiting for yours. So let's look at what will fit the sort of business that we do. Now let's look at the second one. Fidelity Bank is suspending loan installment payments and restructuring facility to accommodate new moratoriums. Wow. Third one, free COVID-19 cover for 23,000 policyholders of life insurance. This is where I clap for Fidelity Bank and I say, wow. A medium one, wow. And the biggest of all, wow. Well done, Fidelity Bank. What? Let's look at the fourth one. Grant funding arrangement to support young entrepreneurs through international collaboration. This is what I love most. You know, our young ones, some of them have come out of school, they don't know what to do because nobody is employing them, and some have lost their jobs. And we know that entrepreneurship is the engine of growth for every nation. And for us to come back as a nation to help the young entrepreneurs is something that is so laudable. Thank you so much, Fidelity Bank. Let's look at this concessionary funding to support hygiene, water, and sanitation sectors to contain the spread of the virus. Yes, we need to wash our hands. If we don't have water, if there's no one supporting the wash sector, what will happen to us as a nation? And I say, I doff my hat for you, Fidelity Bank. These are things that Fidelity Bank is doing for us during this period. And let's look at the last but not the least, provided funding and contingent support to SMEs within the health sector for the provision of PPEs and medical equipment. And this is when I clap for Fidelity Bank. Thank you, Fidelity Bank, for the continuous support you give to SMEs during this pandemic. I'm an SME, and I will support any bank that supports SMEs. Thank you so much. So after all that you have heard from me and what Fidelity Bank is doing, if you cannot make a payment, if you go for a loan, please, please, note that lenders want you to succeed and Fidelity Bank wants you to succeed. If Fidelity Bank did not want you to succeed, we wouldn't be here. So please don't miss one payment, even by a day. Delinquency should be out. Don't default. Missing multiple payments, please don't do that. Please be proactive. Talk to your relationship manager. Call your relationship manager, you see, and go for forbearance. It is the option to temporarily delay paying the loan. Interest may continue, but it makes you a credible business. You know, Fidelity Bank does not like surprises. Be proactive. Communicate with them. They want you to succeed. If Fidelity Bank did not want you to succeed, we wouldn't be here, would we? We wouldn't be. Now, I would want us to have our last activity. You see, this pandemic opens borrowing opportunities to boost your business. Now, what's the objective of this activity? Plan how to best pursue funding options. How are we going to run this? Take a minute to note key takeaways and action steps based on this webinar regarding pursuing funding options. Share in the chat box window one action or takeaway from this webinar. Let's do this for 20 seconds, please. Jimmy, please start telling me as soon as they start coming in.
Great, I'll read it out as they come in.
One key takeaway or the action steps, please.
All right.
Should I move on then, Jimmy?
Come on, Margaret. Thanks.
Did you say I should move on?
Yes, please move on, Margaret.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So let's conclude. Hey, congratulations! You are almost finished with this webinar. Before we close, we want to go over some resources for you and answer your questions. So when we started, we said we'll do our introduction, we'll treat the topic borrowing basics, the pandemic's effects on lending, and conclude beautifully. Then we said you should be able to describe the basics of borrowing, including lending options and the 5 C's. And finally, you should be able to list ways the pandemic has affected borrowing, including new financing. Have we been able to do that? If we have, please write in the chat box, yes, for me. I will move on. And Jimmy, you alert me if the yeses start coming in.
All right.
So the next steps. So please, when you go back, create a plan to keep your business profitable, manage your cash flow, and adapt for the crisis. Please do this and meet virtually with your relationship manager to discuss current loans and options and future borrowing options. Please, you know, because of the pandemic, we are saying that we shouldn't move out a lot. So if you can, I'm sure your relationship manager will like a virtual meeting. Try it, it works, it's beautiful. You can try a virtual meeting. And additional webinars to help you. We have done an SME perspective, surviving today to thrive tomorrow, accessing finance during crisis. We have communicating with stakeholders, which will come on later on this month, adjusting your business plan during crisis. And we also have some for going online. So there are so many of our webinars and we keep on designing new webinars. So this is what we have for you for the time being. And then useful resources, as I promised you, this will be on the flyer that the bank will send to you. And also, these are the contact details of the staff at Fidelity Bank that you can always talk to in addition to your relationship managers. So please, you will also have another contact on the flyer as I promised you. This is the point where I ask you, what are the questions, the comments, or the clarifications that you may require? So it is time for our questions and answer session. So Jimmy, we are going to look at the questions and answers. And thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let your questions flow, either for me or for the bank staff. The bank staff are ready to answer your questions. So am I.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Margaret. And thank you so much, everyone, for up and now. The yeses were coming, so there were very from Cyrus, GNT console. This one is directed straight to Fidelity, and Linus can take this one. So there's someone here who didn't write his name or her name. He says, he's asking, how are you going to handle businesses which are already has a loan facility with, but once they open and apply for new facility, is this possible? Is this possible with Fidelity? Maybe Linus, you can take that one. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you for the question. What we've done over the period of this pandemic is to look at restructuring facilities. But the first thing I will be looking out for is whether this new loan, if it's just to pay existing debt, it will be like what Margaret said. You are borrowing to go and pay a debt. It comes to the same position. What we seek to do is to ensure that you have enough cash flows to service an existing loan. So across board, we did about 200 basis points reduction in interest rates so that our clients may be able to accommodate the pressures that are coming. However, if we notice or realize that there is something that you need, in addition to the existing facility, yes, the bank is willing to look at it based on the expected cash flows that are going to come out of the new business you're going to use it for. But if it's purposely to just liquidate the existing one and just take a new loan, we will term it more of a restructure than to get a new loan to finance. I have my team here. If they want to add something to that, that will be also welcome.
I think also what's important is for us to understand exactly what we intend to do with the new loans, whether the cash flow will be able to pay off the facility being requested. Throughout the session, you realize that Margaret was saying that you need to get in touch with your relationship team, and that is very key, because this whole thing is about we understanding your business and how we can quickly come in to solve problems when you have some. Yeah, so thank you.
Jimmy, I think we're done with that question. Any more for us?
One, but allow me to take one comment from Facebook. He says, I don't have an account, but I hunt a lot. Thank you so much. So thank you, Barry.
Thank you.
Kwame is asking, some of us did not register for the webinar on Facebook. How do we get the slides afterwards?
I think it's going to be made available on Facebook and YouTube, but your relationship managers will still be in touch with you, and if there's something else you need some clarification on, yes, Margaret is a resource that's very available. So if you have any questions, we can also direct it to her, and she will be glad to help us with that.
Okay, thank you. So, Lena's question. Someone wants question here. This is GNT Consult. Is asking, I disagree on the point of not choosing your income general asset for collateral. I think the bank must insist on such collateral so that the borrower.
That's a comment.
Yeah, that was a comment. So this GNT wanted a clarification. Maybe you can comment on that, and then also Linus can comment on that.
What did he say? Because I couldn't hear you well.
Okay, sorry, let me come again. So he said, I disagree on the point of using your income generation asset for collateral. I think the bank must insist on such collateral so that the borrower.
Yeah, we said don't use your income generating assets. If you use that, what will you use to generate assets to finance, to pay your interest? So we are on the same page here, unless I didn't hear him properly, because we are on the same page.
I think what the questioner was trying to point across is he has a fixed or tangible asset, and he also has an asset that generates the income for the business. So the question is, why would I use my fixed tangible asset instead of just using my asset generating or my cash generation asset as collateral? I think there are various forms of collateral, and based on the type of business you are in, will determine which type of collateral that will work for a specific business. So if it is a cash flow lending structure, like Margaret had described in various points, then perhaps your cash generating asset will be what will be tied towards your repayment ability or your repayment cash generation activity. But the issue of collateral is to get your skin into the business, and you also believe that, hey, this kind of structure will work for me, to prove to the bank, like Margaret mentioned, your equity of the business is also part of your collateral arrangement. So yes, both are considered based on your structure and the business you are in. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Linus. Maybe you can just add some few comments. It is from Edward, who runs Stronghold Engineering. Edward is asking, does Fidelity Bank have collateral-free loans for SMEs or even loans above collateral values?
You want to take that?
Yeah, I'll say yes. Fidelity does have collateral-free loans. I mean, there are various types of loans available, and we, in giving out loans, we need to understand. That's why we keep on saying that we need to be close to each other and work together as a partnership. That's Fidelity and the business. In understanding these things, it's easier for us to tell what kind of loan will best fit the business we are dealing with. But when it comes to collateral-free loans, to be specific, direct to your question, yes, we do have collateral-free loans that we give. I mean, it depends on the structure, as Linus has been saying, and it depends on the use for the facility. We can always structure something that is collateral-free, so that's possible.
Thank you so much. So, from my end, I don't have any other further questions. Just acknowledging those participants who are on Facebook and they sent in their comments. For example, Joe, Nabini, Emilia. I think we've had a great session on this side. So back to you, Margaret, in case you have any other comments, and then we will push it back to Fidelity Bank for their closing remarks. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jimmy, and thank you very much for my SME colleagues. It's been a joy working with you this morning. And please, as I always say, if you are borrowing to repay a loan, please, or to take care of your debt, please don't do that. You put yourself in a cycle, and it will be difficult for you to come out of that cycle. Please ask yourself, what am I going to use the money for? If you don't have any tangible reason, if you are not borrowing the money to build your business, please don't do it. Let's borrow money during this period to make sure that our businesses grow. Let's borrow money because we are going to use the money to good use, not for our personal use. Thank you very much. At this point, I will hand over to Yvonne, who is the head of marketing for Fidelity Bank. Thank you very much, and please stay safe till we meet again at the next webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you. I would like to, good morning, everyone. On behalf of Fidelity Bank, I would like to thank you for attending the second session of our 4-part webinar series in partnership with the International Finance Corporation, IFC. I would also like to thank our partners, our wonderful facilitator, Mrs. Margaret Jackson, our excellent moderator, Jimmy Chakacha, and the entire IFC team for working with us to provide you with this great quality content. The next webinar in our series will be held on Thursday, July 30th on the topic Communicating with Your Stakeholders During Crises. The last and final webinar in our series will be held on Thursday, August 13th on the topic Adjusting Your Business Plan During Crises. Again, I hope that you enjoyed today's seminar, and we look forward to your participation in our upcoming webinars. Thank you so much.
One last one that just came in, maybe for the Fidelity team, is a very good comment. If you allow me to read it as we close. There's one from a garment manufacturing firm on uniform, protective wear, and PPEs. We have our business towards locally production. I have a with you, but I am not getting the support I need from my current bankers. I need your bank to assess my business plan. Will I commit myself into opening an account?
Again, I didn't quite get that.
Okay, I can come again. Sure. So there was one from Freddie Shava. This was a comment from Facebook. So allow me to read it again. It says, my name is Freddie Shava, the CEO of Africa Heritage Clothing, a garment manufacturing firm with focus on uniforms, protective wears, PPEs. We have repositioned our business towards locally PPEs production. I don't have a bank account with you, but I am not getting the support I need from bankers. I need your bank to assess my business plan, whether they are willing to partner with me to resource my new focus on PPEs before I commit myself into opening an account with you.
Okay, thank you very much. Frederick, I think that it will be good for us to get in touch with you. If you look on the screen right now, I think our contact details are over there. If you can reach out to us, what we'll do personally will be to visit you with one of our relationship management team. We will have a discussion on the business and try to understand exactly where we'll be able to position ourselves to assist. So like I said, the number is currently showing. If you can please get in touch quickly, we will be able to come in to have that discussion. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I have nothing else from my side. Thank you very much.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team. That's why Fidelity Bank will always be by your side to help you achieve your goals. You and Fidelity, because together we are so much more.
Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
In life, the strength of a group lies in the hands of each member, and we are more powerful when working together. No individual is stronger than a team.